In the world of martial arts, there's this constant search for the ultimate style, the one that reigns supreme. But the truth is, man, no single martial art has it all figured out. That's why the smartest fighters, the ones who truly understand combat, they blend systems. They take the best striking from one, the most brutal grappling from another, and they combine them into something truly formidable. Today, we're diving deep into the world of martial arts combinations, exploring those dynamic duos that can turn an average fighter into a force of nature. We'll break down what makes them tick, how they complement each other, and why they might just be the ultimate recipe for success. Or maybe even disaster. No single martial art is perfect. That's why elite fighters blend systems to cover striking, grappling, defense, and mental strength. Today, we break down the best martial arts combinations and what makes them powerful. Or risky. Alright, let's kick things off with a classic combo, the bread and butter of MMA, the one you see dominating the UFC Muay Thai and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Now Muay Thai, that's the art of 8 limbs, man. You're talking elbows, knees, punches, kicks, all designed to inflict maximum damage from a standing position. It's brutal, it's clinical, and it's been tested in the fires of Thailand's toughest rings for centuries. But here's the thing about fighting, man. Sometimes it goes to the ground. And that's where Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu comes in. This is the art of ground fighting, of leverage and submissions, of choking someone out or snapping a limb with nothing but technique. So you've got Muay Thai for that devastating stand-up game, and BJJ for when the fight inevitably hits the mat. It's a match made in, well, maybe not heaven, but definitely the Octagon. Think about it, you got guys like Anderson Silva, Georges St. Pierre, John Jones, all masters of this combo. They could knock you out with a single elbow from the clinch, or drag you down and tie you into a pretzel. It's about having an answer for every situation, every range, every position. But there are always trade-offs, right? This combo can leave you vulnerable if you're not careful with takedown defense. A good wrestler can exploit that transition between striking and grappling. But hey, that's the beauty of this game, figuring out how to shore up those weaknesses and turn them into strengths. Let's get real for a second, folks. Sometimes the simplest combinations are the most effective, and when it comes to raw, unadulterated fighting prowess, you can't go wrong with boxing and wrestling. We're talking about two disciplines that have been battle-tested for centuries, refined in the crucible of competition. Boxing, with its focus on footwork, head movement, and those crisp, powerful punches, is a thing of beauty. It's about precision, timing, and delivering maximum impact with every shot. Then you've got wrestling, the art of takedowns, control, and ground dominance. This is about imposing your will on your opponent, dictating where the fight goes, and grinding them down with relentless pressure. Now put those two together, and you've got a recipe for destruction. You can keep it standing, pop that jab, slip punches, and when the time is right, bam, shoot in for a takedown, slam them to the mat, and maintain control. It's a brutal, effective combination that's as old as combat itself. This combo is all about pressure, control, and that constant threat of a takedown. Look at guys like Daniel Cormier, Randy Couture, Khabib Nurmagomedov. They all use this combo to dominate their opponents, but, like any good combo, it's not without its weaknesses. You might be a master of punching and takedowns, but what about those kicks, those knees, those submissions? That's where things can get tricky. Now let's talk about a combo that's all about speed, precision, and that element of surprise karate and judo. Karate, with its emphasis on powerful, linear strikes, is all about that sudden burst of energy, that devastating counterattack. It's about maintaining distance, waiting for the right moment, then unleashing a whirlwind of punches, kicks, and blocks. And when you combine that with judo, the art of throws and grappling, you've got a recipe for some truly spectacular finishes. Judo is all about using your opponent's momentum against them, finding their balance point, and sending them crashing to the mat with a satisfying thud. Imagine this, your opponent comes rushing in, thinking they've got you on the ropes. You sidestep, unleash a lightning-fast karate counter, and as they stumble back, you capitalize on their disorientation with a perfectly timed judo throw. It's a beautiful thing, man. This combo is all about that blend of traditional martial arts philosophy with practical, effective techniques. But like any good combo, it's not without its potential downsides. The reliance on linear movement can leave you open to more agile opponents, and the lack of ground fighting beyond throws might need some work. Alright, let's talk about a combo that's near and dear to my heart, one that embodies the philosophy of using no way as way. Jeet Kune Do and Filipino Kali. Now Jeet Kune Do, the art of Bruce Lee, is all about adaptability, fluidity, and intercepting your opponent's energy. It's about being like water, man, flowing around obstacles, finding the path of least resistance, and striking with devastating speed and precision. And when you add Filipino Kali to the mix with its emphasis on edged weapons, stick fighting, and close quarters combat, you're talking about a whole new level of practicality and lethality. Kali is all about angles, disarms, and flowing seamlessly between striking, grappling, and weapon use. It's about being prepared for anything, whether it's a street fight or a cage match. This combo is all about being unpredictable, about breaking the mold, about being ready for anything. But, and this is a big but, it requires a certain mindset, a willingness to constantly adapt and evolve. You can't be stuck in your ways with this combo, you gotta be like water, man. Let's talk about a combo that's as visually impressive as it is effective. Taekwondo and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Taekwondo, with its emphasis on high kicks, spinning techniques, and acrobatic maneuvers, is a spectacle to behold. It's about speed, flexibility, and delivering those lightning-fast kicks to the head and body. But what happens when the fight goes to the ground? That's where BJJ comes in, providing that essential ground game to complement Taekwondo's striking prowess. This combo is all about controlling the distance, keeping your opponent at bay with those flashy kicks, and then, when the opportunity arises, taking them down and finishing the fight with a submission. It's a beautiful blend of striking and grappling, of flash and substance. You see this combo gaining popularity in MMA, with fighters like Anthony Pettis and Benson Henderson showcasing its effectiveness. But like any combo, it's not without its challenges. The reliance on high kicks can leave you vulnerable to takedowns, and the transition between striking and grappling needs to be seamless. Alright, let's talk about a combo that's not for the faint of heart, one that's designed for real-world self-defense: Krav Maga and Muay Thai. Krav Maga, developed by the Israeli Defense Forces, is all about brutal efficiency, about neutralizing threats quickly and decisively. It's about using whatever you can to survive, whether it's your hands, your feet, or even everyday objects. And when you combine that with the devastating striking of Muay Thai, you've got a recipe for some serious self-defense capabilities. This combo is all about awareness, aggression, and ending a fight as quickly as possible. It's about being prepared for anything, from a street altercation to a multiple attacker scenario. But, and this is crucial, this combo is not for sport. It's about survival, about protecting yourself and your loved ones. It's about being willing to do whatever it takes to get home safe. So, if you're looking for a combo that's going to prepare you for the worst-case scenario, this might be it. Just remember, with great power comes great responsibility. So there you have it, folks. A breakdown of some of the most effective and sometimes risky martial arts combinations out there. Remember, the best combo for you depends on your individual goals, your body type, and your fighting style. It's about finding what works best for you, what resonates with your soul, and what gives you that edge in the ring, on the mat, or out in the real world. No matter your goal, MMA, self-defense, or personal growth, the right martial arts combo makes all the difference. Train smart, combine wisely, fight with purpose. Which combo do you think is the most effective? Let us know in the comments, and subscribe for more martial wisdom from ancient roots to modern rings.